Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're about to take a deep dive into some of the most exciting AI developments that are happening right now. Whether you're, a hardcore AI enthusiast or just someone who's curious about, how this tech is shaping our world, we've got something really special lined up for you today.
We're going to be looking at some cutting-edge innovations straight from the latest issue of AI
All
Today.
right, so let's jump right in. First off, we've got Google's Willow chip. It's making a huge splash in the world of quantum computing.
Yeah, this is not just a minor upgrade. It's like we've suddenly unlocked a whole new dimension of processing power.
Seriously, it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, Willow leverages the principles of quantum mechanics to perform calculations. Um, Calculations that would actually take, traditional computers billions of years to complete.
Billions with a B.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about problems that were once considered practically impossible.
Wow, so this chip can solve them in like seconds.
In some cases, yeah.
It's just mind-blowing. And, Dr. Susan Lees from Google AI said it best. She said, Willow isn't just a step forward, it's a giant leap in computing power.
And what's really exciting is what this means for the future of AI.
Yeah, what kind of impact will this have?
It's a total game changer. This kind of speed allows AI to take on incredibly complex problems that were, previously out of reach.
So problems that would have taken years or even decades to solve.
Exactly, and that's opening up possibilities for breakthroughs in fields like medicine, climate science, materials engineering, you name it.
Can you give us some concrete examples?
Sure, imagine designing life-saving drugs or modeling climate change with a level of accuracy we've never seen before.
It's hard to even wrap your head around the possibilities. But, AI isn't just about raw processing power. It's about creativity, too, right?
Absolutely.
And that brings us to our next story, OpenAI's Sora. Sora's been making headlines for its ability to generate, incredibly realistic videos from simple text prompts.
It's almost like AI has learned to dream in video.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you could type something like, a robot dog playing fetch on Mars, and Sora would create a video that's practically indistinguishable from reality.
Wow, like a Hollywood-level production.
The quality is really impressive.
I can already see this being huge for filmmakers, animators, anyone in the creative fields.
Yeah, think about the possibilities for storyboarding or, visualizing complex scenes.
It would totally change the game.
Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, actually said, Sora is about expanding the horizons of human imagination.
I love that. But, this kind of technology also raises some questions about the future of creative jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with, recent news about companies automating large parts of their workforce.
It's a topic that's being discussed a lot, and the AI Today article we're looking at dives right into it.
So what does it say?
Well, there's a lot of understandable anxiety about AI replacing jobs, but the article also highlights, the emergence of new roles and opportunities.
So it's not all doom and gloom.
Right. It's more about a shift.
A shift in the types of jobs that are available.
Exactly.
I like how Dr. Neil Patel, a specialist in the future of work, put it. He said, AI isn't about job loss. It's about job evolution. And that really captures the essence of it. So how do you see a tool like Sora impacting the creative landscape? Is it more of a tool to enhance human creativity, or could it lead to, people losing their jobs?
It's a complex question. I think while Sora could definitely automate certain tasks, I believe it's more likely to shift the focus of creative jobs.
Interesting. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. Instead of spending countless hours, on the technical aspects like animation, filmmakers could potentially use Sora to free up time to focus more on crafting compelling narratives, developing unique characters, exploring new storytelling techniques, and things like that.
So it's almost like AI takes care of the heavy lifting, allowing humans to focus on what we do best, the creative thinking, the emotional connection.
That's a great way to put it.
And as AI keeps evolving, we'll probably see all sorts of new creative roles emerge, roles that we haven't even thought of yet. It's exciting, but it also makes you think about the whole trust and safety aspect of AI.
Sure.
All these possibilities are amazing, but it's crucial that we develop and use this technology responsibly.
Couldn't agree more. And AI Today highlighted a recent incident where an AI system malfunctioned, and it caused some pretty serious unforeseen consequences. It was a real wake-up call. And it highlighted the importance of rigorous testing and, really strong safety protocols for AI, especially as it becomes more integrated into our daily lives.
Yeah, stakes are getting higher.
They are, and Dr. Alan Green, a leading researcher in AI safety, said something that really resonated with me. He said, "Our aim is for AI to be both smart and safe."
And that's the ultimate goal, right? To harness the power of AI while also ensuring that it's used for good.
Exactly.
So as we're developing these increasingly powerful AI systems, what safety measures do you think are absolutely non-negotiable?
Well, I think transparency is key. We need to understand how these systems are making decisions and what data they're using to make those decisions.
So no black boxes.
Right. And in addition to transparency, we also need robust mechanisms for oversight and accountability.
To make sure that AI is being used ethically.
Exactly, and for the benefit of humanity as a whole.
Okay, so we've talked about these quantum leaps in processing power with Willow. We've explored the mind-blowing potential of AI-powered creativity with Sora. And we've touched on the really important aspects of jobs and safety in AI. But now I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about something truly mind-boggling. AI's potential role in helping us become a Type 1 civilization.
Now we're talking big picture stuff.
A Type 1 civilization can harness all the energy available on its planet. Imagine that. Controlling the weather, preventing natural disasters. It sounds like science fiction.
It does, but AI Today mentioned a study that suggests that AI could actually play a crucial role in helping us reach this level of technological advancement.
Really? How so?
Well, the study suggests that AI could be the key to managing our global energy grids with incredible efficiency, optimizing resource distribution, even coordinating global efforts to address climate change.
So it's like having an AI guardian for the planet.
Yeah, making sure we're using resources wisely and working together to solve our biggest challenges.
Pretty amazing vision.
It is, and Dr. Omar Patel, an environmental scientist involved in the study, he believes it's within our reach.
What did he say?
He said, AI might be the key to sustainable global management.
Wow. So what role do you envision AI playing in creating a more sustainable future?
It's a big question, and one that we'll continue to explore.
This has been an incredible conversation so far. We've covered a lot of ground, from quantum computing to AI-powered creativity, to the future of jobs and the ethical considerations of AI. And we've even touched on the mind-blowing concept of a Type 1 civilization.
And we're not done yet.
When we come back, we'll delve deeper into some of the ethical implications of AI, talk about the potential for bias, and discuss how we can all prepare for a future where AI is everywhere.
It's going to be fascinating.
So stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone. So as we kind of continue our exploration of AI, it's becoming increasingly clear that this technology is impacting pretty much every aspect of our lives.
Yeah, from, like the creative arts we talked about to even, the future of our planet. But I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about how AI is transforming the healthcare industry.
Yeah, healthcare is definitely a field where we're already seeing AI make a real difference.
Absolutely. And its potential for good is just enormous.
Totally. AI today highlights so many applications, from revolutionizing, drug discovery and diagnostics to even, paving the way for personalized medicine and robotic surgery. It's truly remarkable.
It's amazing to think that AI could help us diagnose diseases earlier, develop more effective treatments, and even tailor healthcare plans based on individual needs and even genetic makeup.
It's like stepping into a whole new era of healthcare, one that's more precise, personalized, and proactive.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
There was this fascinating example in the article about AI-powered image analysis being used to assist radiologists in detecting cancers and other abnormalities.
So it's like having an AI double-check the scans.
Yeah, basically, these systems can analyze huge amounts of data, and they can often spot subtle patterns that a human eye might miss.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like having an extra layer of protection.
Right, and it's not just about improving diagnosis. AI is also being used to develop new drugs and therapies at an unprecedented rate.
How does that work?
Well, by analyzing massive data sets and simulating complex biological processes, AI can help researchers identify promising drug candidates much faster, and it can really speed up the development of new treatments.
That's amazing. So AI could help cure diseases that were once considered incurable.
It's definitely a possibility.
It gives me so much hope for people who are facing these really challenging health conditions.
Me too, and beyond drug discovery and diagnostics, AI is also making big strides in personalized medicine.
So what does that mean exactly?
It means tailoring treatment plans based on an individual's unique genetic makeup, their lifestyle, their environmental factors. It's about creating healthcare that's truly designed for you.
Wow. So we're talking about maximizing effectiveness
Yeah.
and minimizing side effects.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal of personalized medicine.
It's like the perfect healthcare scenario.
Right, the right treatment at the right time for the right person.
But with all this talk about AI and healthcare, what happens to the human element? The
Yeah.
doctors, the nurses, the human connection.
That's a really important point. And while I do believe AI is going to continue to transform healthcare in countless ways, I think the human element will always be essential.
Because at the end of the day, it's about people.
Right. Absolutely. The empathy, the compassion, the understanding that a healthcare professional provides, that's simply irreplaceable.
It's not about replacing doctors and nurses with robots. It's about finding the right balance.
I agree. It's about using AI to augment human capabilities, to provide more accurate diagnoses, more effective treatments, more personalized care. But we can't lose sight of that human connection.
That's so important, especially in a field like healthcare.
AI can handle the heavy lifting when it comes to data analysis and, complex calculations, but healthcare professionals should be freed up to focus on what they do best, connecting with their patients, providing emotional support, and making those informed decisions based on a holistic understanding of their patients' needs.
That makes a lot of sense. And this whole conversation about AI and healthcare makes me think about another area where AI is being used, and that's in the military.
That's right, and it's an area that's full of ethical complexities.
Definitely.
The development of autonomous weapon systems is a major concern.
Autonomous weapons systems.
Basically, machines that can make life or death decisions without human intervention.
That sounds terrifying, like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, but it's a reality that we have to grapple with.
It raises so many questions. Like, who's responsible when an autonomous weapon makes a mistake? How can we ensure that these systems are complying with international law and, basic human rights?
These are huge ethical dilemmas that we need to be talking about. It can't just be a conversation between military leaders and tech experts. We need ethicists, policymakers, and the public to be involved as well.
It needs to be a global conversation.
Absolutely. We need to figure out what role we want AI to play in warfare, and we need to establish clear ethical guidelines.
That's a lot to consider.
It is, but it's crucial that we navigate this landscape responsibly. We have to ensure that AI is serving humanity's best interests, even in the context of conflict and defense.
That's a powerful statement. But speaking of AI serving humanity's best interests, let's shift gears again and talk about some of the ways AI is already making our everyday lives easier and more efficient.
It's easy to get caught up in the big picture implications of AI, but sometimes it's the small things that make the biggest difference.
Totally, and AI is quietly revolutionizing our daily routines in so many ways, often without us even realizing it.
Right, from spam filters that keep our inboxes clean to the personalized recommendations we get on streaming platforms, AI is working behind the scenes to make our lives a little bit smoother.
I know I rely on AI so much in my daily life, like my GPS navigation, my voice assistant, my smart home devices. It's all powered by AI.
And these seemingly simple applications actually involve some pretty sophisticated technology. AI algorithms are constantly analyzing data, learning our preferences, and adapting to our needs.
It's amazing to think about. But as AI becomes more and more pervasive, are there any potential downsides we should be aware of?
Yeah, there are definitely some valid concerns that we need to address. One big one is the potential for AI to reinforce existing inequalities.
How so?
If AI systems are trained on biased data, they can actually perpetuate and even worsen social biases.
That's a really important point. We need to be really careful about the data we use to train these systems.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that AI is promoting a more just and equitable society, not making things worse.
And what about the impact of AI on jobs?
That's a big one too, but it's important to remember that AI is also creating new jobs and opportunities.
So it's not just about jobs disappearing.
Right, it's about adapting to a changing landscape, developing the skills that will be in demand, and embracing lifelong learning.
It's about viewing AI as a tool that can help us create a better future.
Exactly, and it's a tool that we need to learn how to use effectively.
And speaking of using AI effectively,
Yeah.
we also need to be aware of the potential for AI to be misused.
You're right. We've already seen examples of AI being used to create deepfakes, spread misinformation, and carry out cyber attacks.
That's scary.
It is, and it highlights the importance of safeguards and regulations to prevent the malicious use of this technology.
We need to be proactive in addressing these risks.
I agree. We need to make sure that AI is being used ethically and responsibly.
It's a big responsibility.
It is, but it's one that we all share.
Okay, so we've talked about AI in healthcare. We've discussed the ethical implications of AI in the military. And we've explored how AI is changing our everyday lives. It's been a fascinating conversation so far.
It has, and we're just getting started.
But before we dive into our final segment, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to explore some truly mind-blowing concepts, like artificial general intelligence and the singularity.
Get ready to have your minds blown.
Welcome back, everyone. We're now in the final stretch of our AI deep dive. And we're about to step into some seriously mind-bending territory.
Yeah, get ready because we're about to explore artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and the concept of the singularity.
Ooh, singularity, that sounds intense.
It's a topic that really pushes the boundaries of what we currently understand about intelligence technology and the future of humanity.
So let's start with AGI. We've talked about some pretty impressive AI tools today, but AGI seems to be on a whole other level. What makes it so different from the AI we're interacting with right now?
Well, the AI we see in our everyday lives is really good at specific tasks, but it's still limited in its scope. You could call it narrow intelligence.
Okay, so like a chess-playing AI that can beat a grandmaster, but can't write a poem.
Exactly, but AGI aims to be more like human intelligence, adaptable, versatile, capable of learning and solving problems across many different domains.
So an AI that could learn anything, solve any problem, maybe even write a symphony or paint a masterpiece.
That's the idea. AGI aims to break free from those narrow constraints and possess a more generalized form of intelligence.
That's both fascinating and a little bit scary to think about. What are some of the challenges in actually creating AGI?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is that we still don't fully understand human intelligence ourselves. So trying to replicate something that we don't fully comprehend is a pretty daunting task.
That makes sense.
And then there are the ethical considerations. How do we ensure that any AGI we create is aligned with human values? And how do we prevent it from posing a threat to our existence?
It's like we're trying to create something that we've only seen glimpses of in ourselves. Something with the potential to be incredibly beneficial, but also potentially very dangerous.
Exactly. And this leads us to the concept of the singularity.
The singularity? Okay, tell me more about that.
So the singularity is a hypothetical point in time when technological progress, driven by the development of AGI, accelerates beyond our control and even beyond our comprehension.
So imagine an intelligence explosion, where AI surpasses human capabilities and starts rapidly self-improving, leading to changes that we can't even predict or imagine.
Exactly. Some futurists believe that the singularity will lead to a utopian future, where AI solves all our problems and unlocks unimaginable possibilities.
That sounds pretty optimistic.
It does, but others fear a more dystopian scenario, where AI becomes uncontrollable, surpasses human intelligence, and potentially poses an existential threat.
It's like we're standing at the edge of a vast unknown, filled with both incredible promise and potential peril.
That's a great way to put it.
So how do we navigate this? How do we ensure that the future of AI is a positive one for humanity?
Well, I think the key is to approach AI with a sense of informed curiosity, to embrace both its potential and its challenges, and to engage in open and thoughtful conversations about its role in shaping our future.
That makes a lot of sense.
We need to remember that the future of AI isn't something that's just happening to us. It's something that we're actively shaping through our choices and actions.
So what can we do as individuals to help steer AI in the right direction?
I think one of the most important things is to stay informed, to educate ourselves about AI, its capabilities, its limitations, and its potential impact.
And to engage in these conversations.
Absolutely. The more we talk about these issues, the better equipped we'll be to make informed decisions about the future of AI.
This has been an amazing journey exploring the world of AI.
It has. We've covered a lot of ground.
From those groundbreaking quantum computing chips to AI dreaming in video, and from the very real concerns about jobs and safety to the mind-boggling concept of the singularity.
It's clear that AI is a powerful force that's shaping our world in profound ways.
And it's up to all of us to ensure that it's used for good.
We need to approach AI with a sense of responsibility and a commitment to ethical development and use.
This is just the beginning of the conversation, and we hope you'll continue to explore and learn alongside us.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of AI.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the cutting edge of technology and innovation. Until then, keep those minds curious.